Listen, I'm not sexist, all right? But I think we can all agree that women they're simple, you know? Listen, I love women. There's not a whole lot of complexity to their desires. We all know what they are. We know what they want. The guys have it. We're able to give it, and they love it. It's called... Damn it, Michael. I remember the first time that I gave it to her. Oh boy. She could not believe her eyes. Yeah, we're talking about a big old diamond.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Diamonds are forever.
Save your lovin', buy me diamonds. Tiffany's.
Tiffany's? You mean the jewelry store?
Girl's best friend.
It was the great 20th century philosophical thought leader, Marilyn Monroe, that said it best, diamonds are a girl's best friend. I could not agree more. Just look at Audrey Hepburn. Nope, not that thing. There it is. Look at her. She would stop at nothing to get it. Women, they love diamonds. They always have, and they always will. I don't care who you are. I don't care what century you're from. It's a absolute, undeniable, objective truth. Women love diamonds.
What are you looking to get? What's the watch that you are in for?
Well,
It's a.
I'm open a little bit, but I saw one that I love.
It's a gold ladies Datejust, black dial with the diamond bezel.
But what do you think about that one?
So that's bigger than the ones you were looking at.
What were you looking at?
She's looking at like a 26.
Okay, gotcha.
That's kind of large for me,
Yeah.
don't you think?
I mean,
think so
it
at all.
it fits. It's larger than what you're used to, though.
That's a 36 millimeter right
Well,
there.
and it's huge on
Yeah,
me. So, I
it's-
mean, I think.
Well,
once
you'd
you
need
took that
the
wire
links out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's become more of a statement piece, and when it's a little bit bigger, you get more diamonds. It flashes
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
That dial is
It
super
pairs
cool.
really nice with your rings.
Yeah, I know.
So the pearl dial, right?
You have black diamonds. Oh,
That's the mother of pearl dial. That with the diamonds.
that's super.
I like that. Yeah.
But if you were to wear that for about 10 minutes, you would start to go, you know what, maybe it's not too big. And I think
Oh, I'm sure.
you
No, yeah.
start to enjoy that size.
All right, I like it.
I know. I told you they'd probably have something that you'd like.
And we also do have,
Yeah, I'm sorry we don't have a bigger selection for you.
That's big. Now, that's too small for me.
The rose. Well, this is the same size as yours. I think it's a 26, just like those. It's the same size. It's just a different bracelet. Yeah. So you pick this up for like 5 minutes, and that already looks so small for you.
Okay, well, I like it. I mean, I need to know about like how much and how much they'll give me for the other two and
Yeah.
all of that. Hold that, or just, yeah, and I'll
Was
go
it-
look around and see.
yeah,
Thanks.
this one is brand new, so that's why it has the thing on it. So
Do we have another one that can be
not on this size.
that size?
Actually,
Wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you.
This is insane.
Now, listen, this is all about me.
I know. I'm still looking.
I'm kidding. So what do you think about that? But then I'd have to have a diamond bezel.
I personally prefer this one. My dream watch right there. This is probably the next one I want to get once I can get it, but on a Jubilee. So,
let me know when you're ready.
yes, I think I'm on a list for 180 right now. So if that falls through, then I'll be here.
Exact same shoes, but in black.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're Gucci, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, you picked this out?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So a little
We
nervous?
got both watches. Or did you see the watch already? Okay. It's a gorgeous watch.
She loves to sing. She's learning French.
So this is Jim. You guys may or may not remember. Jim's a great friend of ours, and he's been a great client too. Friend first, client second. We met him at Bistro 31. He was wearing a Sprite. I leaned over, complimented his watch, and the rest is history. He's bought so many watches from us, and honestly, this developed friendship is fantastic. We enjoy it. They came to our Christmas party, and here they are again, buying a watch for himself and for his wife.
Okay. We will start with ladies first. Okay. There you go.
Does it pull out?
Yeah, we can slide it right out. Right here.
Okay.
And then, grand finale. There it is.
Oh my God, so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So this is a Reverso. It's not a duo face. It's a 201.8.47. That's the reference number. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous piece though. It's got that beautiful red leather strap. It's got the red in the dial with the diamonds. It absolutely pops on the wrist. I love it.
What do you think?
Could probably go a little bit
Tighter?
tighter, I would imagine. Do you want me to try and do it?
Yeah, and let's actually put it on the left side.
It's a little stiff just because it hasn't been
Yes.
worn, so rotate your wrist. There you are.
It's upside down.
Is it really? I don't, oh man, I don't do it. I'm so used to doing it on my own.
That's hilarious.
Upside down?
It's called a reversal upside down.
Yeah,
It's a reverse.
no, you don't understand. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Third time's a charm. Here we go. Perfect.
Gorgeous.
There it is.
Look at that.
And of course, you're able to kick this
The
out,
Reverso.
but there's no face on there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to wear it that way, I guess you could.
Yeah, it's a great bracelet at that point. Yeah.
He's got the gold Vacheron on.
Keep that one a little bit.
Yeah, that looks so great. You been enjoying it?
This right here is a Vacheron 47450. It's a little bit of an older model. This one is naked. We sold it to him about 6 months ago. It is a gorgeous piece. It's got the power reserve. It has the date wheel. Honestly, a beautifully laid out dial. I think this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. The white and the gold, everything, I just love it. So I'm glad that he came in, really happy that he's enjoying that piece, showing it off on his wrist a little bit. I'm curious what he thinks about this next piece that he's about to open up.
Now, Jim. There you are. The story behind this watch, Michael, and I'm hesitant to publicly give the price. Because we had, thank you, we had this watch for quite a bit higher, listed.
So this is a 116515LN. It's a Sundust baguette, and some of you may or may not know this. In March 2023, this dial was discontinued. It was highly desired, and they cut it off. They finished it. Naturally, people jumped to it. They wanted to buy it, but of course, prices on these went up. They went up significantly. Before, when they were trading and selling for around $47,000, they went up to around $57,000. Now, this one was a little bit older, and so this one's probably worth around $55,000. Before, Jim had told me, he said, I want to get a Sundust. This was before they discontinued, and he was on the fence about it. He almost pulled the trigger, but he didn't. That's right before they discontinued the watch. So he called me up and we started talking about it, and he's like, I can't believe I didn't pull the trigger on this. I should have done it. I wish I'd known that they were going to be discontinued. You know, maybe I'm not going to be able to get one anymore because I just can't swallow the price hike. Fortunately for him, I had one come in and I was in it healthy enough. I'm still making several $1,000s on this watch, but I could have made a lot more. And instead of selling it for 55, I said, Jim, let me tell you what if instead of me marking this up, instead of me wholesaling this for 50, what if I sold this to you for $47,000 as long as you keep doing business with me? And he was speechless. He was stunned. And look, I don't do that for all clients, but he's been a good friend of ours. He's been a good client of ours. I know he's going to come back. So I was more than happy to extend that insanely good deal to him. And obviously, without any hesitation, he said, sold. All right, how does that fit?
I mean, I think it fits pretty good. That's normally how I like it, right there, like a half a finger. But I mean, I'll defer to you. What you think?
Well, it all depends. It all depends on. That looks about right. It maybe could go. The Easy Link could be snapped out if it isn't already. But if it feels comfortable.
Feels real comfortable.
Now, did you bring that ring by any chance?
You know, she had it on yesterday.
The answer is no.
No.
He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. He had it out. And it was laying there, so I wore it around, but then he didn't tell me, so I put it away today. Yeah. And then we were over at lunch. He's like, do you have that ring? I'm like,
yeah, I bought that for her quite a long time ago, and then I replaced it with that one.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, she hasn't, worn that other one, and so it's been there for a while. I was like, eh.
So Jim had texted me and had put it was a 3-stone ring with a center yellow diamond and then 2 clear diamonds. Now, it wasn't JA certified, clarity. I know it was like 2 carat.
It's over.
Something like that. So we were going to entertain potentially trading it in, which would have been fine. But I guess he didn't tell his wife that he was doing that. So
he did not. So I didn't bring it.
But that's totally
They just
fine.
wanted another reason to come back again next week.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
He can try and make that deal on his next watch.
Congratulations on y'all's new
Well, thanks for calling.
timepieces. Oh,
You know, when you called me and I picked up, I'm not speechless very often, but when you caught me a little off guard there.
I know. I mean, anything remotely like the pink, the sun dust, they're all just discontinued. So you're just not. There's going to be less and less of them. So I think this one you're really, 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 really healthy in. So I'm a.
Did you get that in a trade or something, or somebody just?
That one came in with a Paddock 5726A, and a sub, and another tag Warrior that was like $1,500. So yeah, it was like a trade. It was a trade deal.
Yeah.
No.
Like kind of trying to upgrade to something.
That client, I believe, is trying to upgrade to an Ice Blue Tourbillon AG. Yeah.
Liquidating, so he has the cash, I guess.
Yeah.
As an offer.
So I think we're in the middle of trying to source it for him.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It all depends if he likes the price. Because he's the type of client that's like if it just ends up being just cashed out, it's just whatever, So use it as trade credit possibly, what have you. So.
Sorry to interrupt, but guys, if you could please like, subscribe, comment, and make sure that you hit that bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. It helps us out so tremendously. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Back to the episode.
Connor, who I got confused with his dad, is he's been in contact with me about some watches that his mom wants to potentially trade in, and she's looking at this watch that's very lovely factory bezel as well. We're working out some numbers, which is actually the next thing I was going to ask you was there a number in mind that you happen to have? That way I can write it down, and then I want to see what our dealers say as well.
I don't.
I just don't really know the market for them. So I tried looking a little bit, but I couldn't really find good answers, especially because I didn't really know exactly what we had. Sure. Yeah, regardless, I still have to check with my buyer anyways to get a final answer here. What can be difficult is like the non-factory bezel and dial and things like that. So that can be a little bit tricky to find an exact price, but we can get something close and something that hopefully makes sense for both of us here. We took them apart so we can get the model number, and we just cleaned the bracelets for the meantime. They actually came out really nice. Mm-hmm. Take a look at them. They look almost brand new again. Right. Yeah.
How do you guys guys hear about WOLVYN?
I found y'all on YouTube. I've started watching like Roman Sharf and some of the other dealers that have YouTube channels, and then ran into y'all on YouTube one day, and so exactly. So I was like, that's pretty cool because a lot of the other guys are completely on the other side of the states or something. So it was cool that y'all are 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah, we're the Texas luxury watch guys.
Exactly. So it was pretty cool.
What are your thoughts after putting on a bigger dial?
Well, I already love it.
More to look at.
Yeah.
First I thought it was too big back then.
And it worked with your dad.
Yeah.
So I think it's really
There's definitely a common theme with all of these. Jubilee, diamond bezel, but then that one sets it over the top because it's an MOP, mother of pearl. So
yes.
that's a pretty good.
As soon as she picked it up, I saw the dial and I was like, okay, you have good taste.
Yeah, for sure.
Did Rolex discontinue the mother of pearl from Datejust?
Not completely. They only did it on so the Daytona and on the 41mm Datejust.
So I have a Datejust with Jubilee on black dial, 36 mil. So
there was an interesting yellow dial that we had in, and it had a diamond bezel. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw it. Do you know where that watch is? That yellow dial Datejust with the diamond bezel?
Yes, that one's out right now.
Is that something we have in our inventory? Is that a client of ours?
Yeah, that's something.
Okay.
What's next on your list?
Pepsi on a Jubilee. And then eventually a Panda Daytona.
You seen the new ones?
I have.
Yeah, what do you think?
I actually think I like them better than those.
Yeah?
I think
On an unpopular opinion.
I think the small differences I think just make them look more modern.
He's got expensive taste for somebody in college.
I wonder where he gets it from.
Yeah.
Right there. I'm studying marketing and management, and then I want to go into sales after at a high-end dealership, basically.
Yeah,
car
really
dealership.
cool.
So that's the goal at least. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah, get that sales experience.
Exactly.
That's the way to go, for sure.
that's what I want to do. Have something where I'm commission based,
Yeah, for sure.
so that however hard I work is however much I get paid.
It feels good.
Exactly.
Good for sure.
Can be stressful sometimes, right? But
What's that?
Can be stressful sometimes.
It can be, but that's how you know whether you're good at it or not, because it really forces you to think.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of how life is anyway.
Exactly.
So
I was given by a good family friend of ours his really old tag chronograph, and then I kind of just started watching videos. Spent pretty much all my time watching y'all's videos. Eventually, was like, I have enough money. I'm gonna do it, basically. And so I treated myself for my 21st birthday, basically.
it's very hard to price because don't really know where the diamonds came from. We can speculate the quality, and the quality seems fair, but unfortunately the work that you put in, at least 50% is lost whenever you do the job itself. So it looks like neither one of these two are factory jobs. So the OP, they just never really made two-tone back in the day, or the really, actually it's really the factory bezel. They wouldn't have made that back then, so it could have just been swapped or whatever. But
What's that jewelry store?
Oh, Brockhouse.
Yeah, I don't know. I know where you got.
so unless you had everything original, or you had at least the extra parts that we can put back on it, this would be considered non-factory.
Yeah.
And so for the two-tone one, I would be able to offer $1,000 on trade-in, and then on the steel one, I could offer $1,200 on trade-in on that one.
All right, let me ask my husband.
I know these can be a hard pill to swallow for sure, but
I mean, it might be worth me.
So even just a little bit of
I mean, I don't know. It's Mark's decision.
honestly, I think they're pretty good enough to keep. Like, I think they're pretty watches. We just got them cleaned as well, so it might feel pretty good to have them.
Yeah, I have two daughters, but they think I'm bougie and they've never anything like that. So
Sure, no worries.
So here's the deal. because the one that we just bought, you know, the silver one or whatever, $1,200 for that one, and then the other one that you bought me from Brockhouse, I guess the bezel on that is not factory either. It's not Rolex. I'm sorry. Yeah. So like 1,000. So.
I have.
We did. So I could get 2,300 for both of those, and that would just, and then I could buy the watch. Minus the 2,300.
We've been back.
Or whatever, however they do it. Or
It might help a little bit on taxes, but in the grand scheme of things, it might not do that much.
are you good with me spending that on this watch though? Okay. Happy birthday. I mean, are you sure? Okay. Too bad the two daughters don't want those, but I'll just wear them. I'll just wear them home. Okay. All right, sweetie. If you're sure.
But I do, I get.
All right. All right. Love you. Goodbye.
You hate the Panda?
She likes the
I
black.
like the black ones.
Unpopular opinion, right?
I know. It is an unpopular opinion. I know, but I like the black ones.
We do have a black Daytona.
You like what
Really
you
well
like?
priced.
It's a 2.0 though, the one that we have right there. That's a 116.520. This is 116.500.
Yeah. She just doesn't like the
Oh, I
Panda.
don't hate it. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I hate it. I just am always like,
disgusting to you?
it's not. I do.
the
I
Darth
like
Vader.
the Darth Vader.
That is so interesting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's totally fine to have that opinion. I guess.
But you never seen one.
I just don't know.
And held it.
I just don't know what to say.
It looks better real time though, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He made me look at the old one versus the new one. Old one versus the new one, old one versus the new one, and I'm like, I
hate them
don't
both.
care. I know I don't hate them.
I don't like them either. I don't like either one.
I like the new ones. I like the thinner subdials.
Is that right?
I do. I like the sharper
Connor
lines.
did as well. I asked him earlier.
Yeah? Man, we're in lonely company. Because most.
I actually think I like the new one better than the old one also.
Well, now that I learned that you hate the Panda, I don't know.
I don't respect your opinion, right?
I don't hate it. I just like the Darth Vader one. I like the dark.
I don't know if I can trust your judgment anymore.
I'm sure you've seen that picture.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen that picture.
I've seen.
Right?
Yeah.
That one?
Oh, yeah.
You've seen that picture.
That's hilarious.
The Panda.
It is funny.
I mean,
Somebody jump on that quick.
It like boils down the argument right there. But I think
This is a beautiful watch, but there's nothing wrong with what they did. I like the changes they made, especially when they made the
Metal ring?
the insert. With
you know the '60s Daytona that had those plastic inserts.
Yeah.
You know, same thing.
I wish they would have made the subdial solid black.
It would have been cool if they had
I
done
don't know why
that.
they didn't do it.
Well, that'd be too much of a change. Would it? It'd be too much of a change.
I don't know. It's a quick summary. Let's show off the watch and then we'll hit the gong.
Well, yeah, we were gonna trade in some watches, but she loved them too much, so we're keeping them. Now we're adding to the collection here and got this beautiful factory bezel, factory dial, and MOP. So I think it's a well-rounded watch, and she's
I love it.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Amazing friend, brought his beautiful wife, and we are here. We had bought, they had bought 2 watches, but for the Gold Vacheron, he had not hit the gong for the Gold Vacheron. So he is giving his wife the honor of doing 3 hits. So that's for the Gold Vacheron, that is for the Reverso, and then that is for the brand new the Sundust, excuse me, the Sundust dial that they had just got. So, without further ado, here we are. We've seen these gentlemen treat their wives to things that they deserve and want. And I filmed something a couple months ago. My wife closed on her first multi-million-dollar house. I was so proud of her. I wanted to gift her something, a really big, awesome gift. And I was able to do that, and I filmed it, and I held on to that footage. And we thought, this is a perfect time to share with you guys my experience of gifting my wife something. It's honestly, it's a dream come true. I can't wait to do it more. I can't wait to do it for my daughter and my future kids. This is just one of those moments that I feel so lucky to be able to film and share with you guys, and we just all enjoy these moments together. I'm gifting her a watch that she has had her eye on for a long time and has always talked about it. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. It's much more expensive than the Tiffany OP, but I think she deserves it. I think she's earned it. And so I am meeting her today with our beautiful little baby girl, Olivia, and I'm meeting her at Bistro 31. And that's the place that we go. I'm sure a lot of you could have already guessed that that's where I was going to be meeting her for lunch, but she has absolutely no idea.
Go. How you doing, Josh?
Hey, what's up, Dan? How are you, man?
Doing well, brother. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All right. What's the plan?
I'm meeting my wife here for lunch, so I'll just be in and out Bistro, but you can just keep her up front. We'll be good to go.
Of course.
I'm also thinking I'm gonna grab a little scarf from Dior real quick. Though they make this it's like Twilly scarf. She already has one, and I want her to have another one so that she can match her, so she can match the handles. She can put it on both. So I'm gonna go to Dior real quick and just grab that. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I just picked this up, and I'm gonna be headed over. Okay. I got you something.
Joshua Bell. Why? You're so sneaky.
Oh, yes. Hey, beautiful. All right, so open up the small gift first. I wanted to give these to you because you closed on your first multi-million-dollar house. And you already have a second one. I know you worked super hard, and I think you deserve.
This is really pretty.
Do you like it?
I do.
Okay, open it up.
It's heavy.
I think you know what it is once you see the box.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, you've been eyeballing this one.
Joshua.
I want you. Okay, there we go.
Oh my gosh. Ah, babe. Oh my gosh. Josh.
All right, take this one off. This is your Tiffany blue, obviously. Take that off.
The first watch
this
I ever
one,
got.
no, this one should be sized already.
I love how the first time you gave me this watch was at our favorite local spot.
That's right.
And now this watch.
We're at our other favorite spot.
Well, you already sized it.
Yeah, I already sized it, so pop that out. We have the extra links in there.
Oh, wait, what?
There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that looks so beautiful. Looks amazing.
I love the bracelet.
This is the one that you've been eyeballing, right? That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you
I love
so
you.
much, babe. I love
You deserve it. The watch was a little bit too tight, so we're gonna resize it, but are you excited about the watch?
Yeah.
I love it. I cannot wait to be able to do the same thing for my beautiful little daughter here. Gift her some. I'm gonna be gifting her some watches, and she's gonna learn to love them. So, anyways, but.